Welcome to Sorakana, fellow villagers. The game is young and most ways to play are viewable at the moment. However, I'm here to bring you a definitive starter guide to bring you up to speed. Let's start right from the beginning. Your first choice will be which starter character you want. The two standout choices are Miu, the fire unit, for her all-element attack leader skill, and Maria, the thunder unit, as a general combo army unit. These characters will come with an unmaxable sub-starter as well, but we won't pay too much attention to them. Your first goal as of now should be to complete the main story along with the game plan. Neither of these are difficult. Between those two sources alone, you'll likely gain enough star stones to get at least 2 premium rolls in, along with a large number of materials to use. You should also 100% increase your inventory size as soon as possible. Personally, I'd suggest keeping your max units around double the amount of characters, not materials, you have. You'll also have to keep stock of your item inventory and increase it, possibly on the fly, based especially on your accessory creation. Lastly, make sure to use your storage effectively for long-term mats you want to plan later. Over the first 3 areas, it won't be very important to build a main team. You can essentially just throw whatever you have at it. Use this time to figure out which direction your roles want you to go, leveling and evolving whatever you can that will bring you closer to a viable team. One thing to mention is that all characters have several types. These are stat modifiers that affect all main stats. You should see a stat table for a random character on screen around now. It's important to note what type you get on a character and which type you actually want to play for their playstyle. However, until a full roster is rolled, they'll likely not be terribly important, aside from using stat booster and synchro materials. On to a passive feature that will be very important for leveling, materials, and coin collection. Let's talk about campaign. Found on the bottom right of the home screen, you can send up to 3 teams at a time on time-based passive missions. Among these missions, you'll find daily offerings that increase in time, value, and requirement as you complete them that day. These should be your priority. You'll also find unlimited run missions. These don't have the greatest rewards, however, many players will recommend constantly keeping a team on coin runs for passive income. It's very important to run these. Some missions have a chance at exclusive rewards such as the Valor Accessory, and especially at the beginning as characters sent gain XP. We're going to assume now you have a couple rolls in and it's time to build an actual team. Regarding team building, I would highly suggest to look for outside info. Many important stats aren't shown or are generalized in-game, such as attack combo or ability percentages. That said, at the moment it's hard for a team not to succeed, so don't get discouraged if your roles don't give you an easy build order. Generally any team can succeed at mostly anything available at the moment, relying on an elemental attack leader skill and maybe a healer if you're lucky. A little tip from me here is that if you're heavily lacking for cash, to sell off some extra Evo mats. Your low tiers will likely highly outweigh your high tiers, but their sell value is the same, and you won't be using all of them. So now that we've touched on that, let's talk about accessories. You'll be making these for the game plan and daily missions, so you should have a couple already. Farming accessory materials is much the core farm of the game. At the moment, your aim should be on 2nd level stat and 1st level drop accessories with some leeway for level 3s if you can get the materials through campaign. The normal types to look for in general are power, along with the drop types, HE, BE, and coin. Character-specific accessories are highly varied, however few are actually amazing. In many cases, they'll only be worthwhile if offense-based or otherwise support active utility. Finally, we have keys. Key events are currently the end farm before regular events. These will test your team heavily. To begin a locked event, you have to use a key to open it for a certain amount of time. You can then farm its stages as many times as you like, provided you have the AP within that time. The main prize for these are characters. most of which being strong alternative options for mono teams. The strat to go for these is to ready a level up, to maximize the AP you can spend. The XP gain also isn't bad, allowing level ups with AP pots for most players in the 2-digit level range. And with that, you're up to date and should be ready for coming events. Thanks for watching. You can find the link to the village and Sorakana discords in the description below. Until next time, less out.